All right, so thank you for now. Right, with over 4,000 infections reported on this Wednesday, Korea has indeed been pushed into uncharted territory. For more on this, I have Choi Min-jung here in the studio. Min-jung, welcome. I have to admit, though, I thought Yeon-seung would be here today, but I hear she's out in the field.
Yes, she is, but I'm happy to be here.
Right, all right. Min-jung, let's begin with the Prime Minister's words earlier on this Wednesday regarding the latest situation.
Right, so Prime Minister Kim Boo-kyum on Wednesday said an emergency action plan could be adopted in the capital region if the situation doesn't improve. If the plan does come into effect, the country's phased return to normal could be put on hold, making way for the return of social distancing rules that had been previously lifted. Let's take a listen to what he said.
The virus situation is more serious than we had expected. According to risk levels announced on Monday, the nationwide threat level was at high, while the metropolitan area was at very high. If you just look at the capital region, we may have to urgently review the emergency plan at any time.
Kim also stressed that it is crucial to free up more hospital beds to meet the needs of critically ill patients in the capital region. He called for an expansion of at-home treatment for people with asymptomatic or mild infections to make more beds available for patients who need them.
Although at-home treatment is a major pillar of medical response, it has not yet been properly implemented. Last week, the proportion of home care patients was less than 20%, and it actually decreased compared to the previous week. If everyone who has mild or asymptomatic symptoms occupy a bed, the lives of patients who need intensive treatment will be threatened because they will not be able to get hospitalized.
More than 1,000 new patients in the capital region alone are now subject to home treatment. This accounts for nearly 1/3 of all infections in the community reported nationwide on Wednesday. With the growing number of people being treated outside the country's hospital networks, health authorities are looking for ways to better manage patients who are recovering at home.
Right, of course. Meanwhile, despite the grim situation, though, I understand we have some positive news for those seeking to travel to Saipan.
Right, so people traveling to Saipan will no longer have to quarantine upon arrival. Starting December 12th, Korean travelers on the island will be exempt from a 5-day quarantine in their accommodations. And of course, this only applies to those who have been fully vaccinated. Korea and Saipan signed a travel bubble agreement in June, but self-isolation rules had remained in place. The ease restrictions align with the latest U.S. travel guidelines, which provide quarantine exemptions for fully vaccinated international travelers.
Right. All right, Min-jung, thank you for now, but do stay with us for the extended talks.
Sure.